Good afternoon, boys and girls. I am here, Mrs. Disidores, to read the 4th and 5th grade read aloud Skellig. Okay, yesterday's chapter, Michael actually showed Nina the man living in his garage. And they really want to move him to another place because the garage is really old and it's kind of about to fall down and collapse. And they're worried about him and they want to get him better. He seems like he's just dying and they want to help him. So that's where we ended. So let's get to chapter 21. We stood in the backyard. Whisper, Nina's cat, sat beneath us. We picked the blue bottles, which blue bottles are bugs, and webs out of each other's clothes and hair. Her eyes were burning bright. She's an extraordinary being, she said. The breeze blew and the garage creaked. We'll take him out tonight, she said. At dawn, I said. We'll call each other. We'll hoot like owls. We'll make sure we wake. We stared into each other. She whispered. She opened her hand and showed me the dark ball of congealed skin and bone she had brought out with her. What is it? I said. She bit her lip. It can't be what I think it is, she said. It just can't be. Dad came to the back window. He stood there watching us. I'll go back now, I said. I'll carry on doing the garden. I'll go back to making the blackbird. I'll see you at dawn. At dawn, I won't sleep out through the gate with Whisper at her heels. I turned back into the yard. I waved at Dad. My heart was thundering. I knelt in the soil, wrenched at the weeds, sent black beetles scattering. You won't die, I whispered. You won't die. Later, Dad came out. We drank orange juice together and sat against the house wall. He grinned. You like Nina then? He said. I shrugged. You do, he said. She's extraordinary, I said. Aww. All right, that's chapter 21. So they are going to meet at dawn. Dawn is right before, it's early in the morning when it's getting light out, when the sun hasn't risen yet, but it's about to. So they're going to meet and get him out, get him out of there. I don't know where they're taking him. You may have some ideas. So let's move on. And she's calling him a being. So he's definitely not a human. And she also took with her those he was coughing up those balls of something. She knows what it is. Michael does not. So hopefully we'll get more answers as to what that ball was that he's kind of coughing up. Chapter 22. Let me see how, okay. I was with the baby. We were tucked up together in the blackbird's nest. Her body was covered in feathers and she was soft and warm. The blackbird was on the house roof, flapping its wings, squawking. Dr. Nicoglia and Dr. Death were beneath us in the garden. They had a table filled with knives and scissors and saws. Dr. Death had a great syringe in his fist. Bring her down, he yelled. We'll make her good as new. So it sounds like this is a dream that Michael is having. The baby squeaked and squealed in fright. She stood at the edge of the nest, flapping her wings, trying for the first time to fly. I saw the great bare patches on her skin. She didn't have enough feathers yet. Her wings weren't strong enough yet. I tried to reach for her, but my arms were hard and stiff as stone. Go on, the doctors yelled. They laughed. Go on, baby, fly. Dr. Macoglia lifted a shining saw. She teetered on the brink. Then I heard the hooting of an owl. I opened my eyes. Pale light was glowing out my window. I looked down. Saw Mina in the yard with her hands against her face. Okay, so he was sleeping and then he woke up to the sound of the owl noise. And that's the sound of Mina down in for them to meet. They're going to go now and meet. But that was just a weird dream he was having about birds and, of course, about the baby, because these are all things that are on his mind. But keep birds in your head. Keep birds in your mind. Whoo! Whoo! I didn't sleep all night, I said, once I tiptoed out to her. Then at the very last minute, when the night was ending, I did. But you're awake now, she said. Yes. We're not dreaming this? We're not dreaming this. We're not dreaming it together? Even if we were, we wouldn't know. The blackbird flew to the garage roof, began its morning song. No time to waste, I said. We went to the door, stepped inside. We moved swiftly through the furniture. I shined the flashlight on his face. You have to come with us, said Nina. He sighed and groaned. I'm ill, he said. He didn't look at us. I'm sick to death, he said. He squeezed through the gap between the teeth crests. We squeezed through the gap between the teeth crests and crouched before him. You have to come, he said again. I'm as weak as a baby, he said. Babies aren't weak, he whispered. Have you seen a baby screaming for its food or struggling to crawl? Have you seen a blackbird chick daring its first flight? She put her hand beneath his armpit. She tugged at him. Please, she whispered. I held him too. I tugged. We felt him beginning to relax, to give himself up to us. I'm frightened, he squeaked. Nina bent close to him. She kissed his pale cheek. Don't be frightened. We're taking you to safety. His joints creaked as he struggled to rise from the floor. He whimpered in pain. He leaned against us. He tottered and wobbled as he rose. He was taller than us, tall as my dad. We felt how thin he was, how extraordinarily light he was. We had our arms around him, our fingers touched behind his back. We explored the growths on his back by his shoulder blades. We felt them folded up like arms. We felt their soft coverings. We stared into each other's eyes and didn't dare to tell each other what we thought we felt. Extraordinary being, whispered Nina. Can you walk, I asked. He whimpered and squeaked. Move slowly, I said. Hold on to us. I moved backwards between the two trucks. Nina supported him from behind. His feet dragged across the ruined floor. Things scuttled across us. The garage creaked. Dust fell. His breathing was hoarse, uneven. His body shuddered. He whimpered with pain. At the door, he closed his eyes, turned his head away from the intensifying light. Then he turned again and faced the daylight. Through narrow, veiny eyes, he looked out through the door. Nina and I gazed at his face, so pale and plastered dry. His skin was cracked and crazed. His black hair was a tangle of knots. Dust, cobwebs, spiders, beetles clung to him and fell from him. We saw for the first time that he wasn't old. He seemed like a young man. Nina whispered it. You're beautiful. I peeped out across the backyard toward the house. Saw nobody at the window. Keep moving. I opened the gate, drew him by the hand. He leaned on Nina, shuffled out after me into the lane. I closed the gate. Already traffic could be heard in the city on nearby Crimson Road. The birds in the gardens and on the rooftops yelled their songs. Whispered appeared at our side. Uh-oh, here comes my 2-year-old. Come here. Come here. Okay. Okay. Say hi to everyone. She wants to play Dora. So we will stop there for today. I apologize. This is part of being home, right? So I will finish the rest of this chapter on Monday. So they're getting him out. Do you have any ideas what he might be? Are you thinking a bird? Do you feel like, I'm thinking when I was reading this, that he's some type of bird. He has feathers on his back. That's what they keep feeling back here under the coat, that he doesn't have arms. He kind of has feathers and these like claws that are coming out. So, but he's tall. He's as tall as his father. Very interesting. But we'll see on Monday where they're taking him to a more safe place. And I hope you have a great weekend. And I'm sorry we got interrupted. We almost got to the end of the chapter, but I promise we'll get to more of it on Monday. So stay safe, and I will see you then. Take care, guys. Say bye. You want to say bye?
No.
Okay.